And we back for another person in the Kids Day book rounds here, and we will have some more whip rounds. They're not Kids Day later on. We'll have Pepsi Chains Mass along with some other games here, like Miami, NC State, and other games in the American East, as you see some SoCon OEC. There are some games leading up to before the start of Minnesota State, which are much good on Minnesota will understand. So we will do that. But back to Kids Day here. Let's bring in here. Let's go to South Alabama at Georgia State here. South Alabama has a small little lead here. They had one after quarter one, but not really much. Just been back and forth though by both teams. Both teams really haven't been able to hold on to this lead really too well. So
Tolliver. Crystal Henderson with the basketball here. Ball at Tolliver. Henderson drives. Thought she was foul. Coach Jackson wants to travel. Shot missed back the other way. Sounds good for Kaya Simmons. Look at the rebound number. You mentioned that.
Yeah, South Alabama right now out-rebounding Georgia State 14-6.
Side of Lisa Spain. Firing away from outside and connecting that time. Kaya Simmons.
South Alabama now 3 for 6 from behind the arc, shooting 50%.
So Jaguars with the lead as we approach the 7-minute mark. Ball getting away momentarily. Tolliver regroups. She's going to drive in, puts up with the left hand, no good. And back the other way come the Jaguars. Quickly. Underneath, shot blocked by Matthews. Attempt there by Nadia Howard.
Good job not to draw that second personal foul there. South Alabama on a 6-0 run.
Just another look at it. What she does so well. Matthews already with 3 blocks. Can't make that 4. The point blocks are going up. Addie at the other end with the basket.
A little bit of hang time right there from Addie.
Haley Addie now in double figures. Got 10 points for the game. South Alabama still with a 2-point lead. Firing away from outside. Missing that time. Walker. Not Simmons. Henderson's going to take a break here. There goes to Abisui, returns to Georgia State. We've got at 20, Daniela Gonzalez. Joseph. Wrong. And then the takeaway. Alertly, Simmons laying it up and in.
Kaya Simmons with a great job kind of poking from the backside there as he goes to turn her back.
On defense, you're being aggressive. Gamble a little bit to see if something positive can come up. She gets it that time, and the lead goes to 26-22 South Alabama. Takeaway again. Simmons. Tolliver said with it, gives her a bump that time. Didn't get the basket to go.
Those are such dangerous passes. When you're passing back towards the half-court line there, you really got to be cognizant of meeting that pass.
And here's the takeaway by Simmons.
okay. So South Alabama having some good streaks here, but all easy in the passing with South Alabama or Georgia State is my bad. South Alabama is taking advantage of it. And there's a timeout. We haven't really shown a lot of UTEP at Florida Atlantic here. We haven't really shown a ton of interest in the game, but one we can go to is UTEP on the road at Florida Atlantic for their Florida Atlantic's Kids Day. There are still more Kids Days after today. Today here in the world of women's college basketball, there are more Kids Days. There's not like a ton of Kids Days left, however, as the season is wrapping up. There are Kids Days, a few Kids Days left at some other games, but there are some teams that have Kids Day on like the very last game of the season, or some that use Kids Day like at the start of the season, or some just put Kids Day in their best matchup because it depends if their program do they get a lot of attendance program, so they just use their first home game or like their first like not really super big home game. Or do they just put on whether their best matchup is, or do they just do it whenever they can coordinate with kids? Get Kids Day working. Get Kids Day. Set up Kids Day.
Drove a good entry pass. Panthers rally too late. Ndaka Bengwe, phenomenal start.
That was some silky smooth ball movement from UTEP using all angles of the court.
10 points and back-to-back now, and we're not even to halftime in this one. Ndaka Bengwe picking up a phenomenal run of play. But now 2 free throws. The whistle is on Portia Adams. And Nadabo goes right back to the free throw line. Panthers have had a double-digit lead almost since the word go. Sai tried to save it. Whistle underneath the basket, foul first. That was about to be a turnover. It won't matter because it winds up a turnover via the offensive foul. The whistle is on Ndaka Bengwe. Her second in short order.
That's notable with the way that she's been playing early, kind of single-handedly, offensively at least, keeping UTEP in this game. And they can't afford for Bengwe, with her size, going one-on-one with Izzy to get in foul trouble.
Nadabo couldn't receive it. Good job to just make a run at it. Asensio down underneath. UTEP shows their skill in transition.
Taking advantage of the Panther turnover. It was all started by Portia Adams, undersized, of course, in that matchup with Nadabo, but still forcing the issue and allowing UTEP to get out and run.
Teams have really keyed on Vidrova these last couple of games. 6 points total the last 2. She's got 6 already. Fantasia calling for the ball on the wing. It's an offensive foul on the Panthers. We go under.
And we have a media timeout at Florida Atlantic. So 32-23. UTEP putting it back up a little bit, keeping it back up a little bit, you know. But then we got Houston Christian at Texas A&M Corpus Christi here. So actually, let's go to UMass Albany, 20-13 in a low-scoring second quarter. 3-2 Albany with the lead. And we have timeout at Albany. So let's go to VCU at St. Louis. Home against St. Louis. Nope, we have a timeout there too. So we are in timeout. Media timeout set right here. For the second quarter. Let's go to South Carolina Georgia State here then. As they are still in quarter number 2 here. Not in the media yet.
Alabama with the lead. 3:35 to go until halftime. Gonzalez missing that time. And here's Crystal Henderson with that long rebound for Georgia State. Got a whistle. Two bodies going to the floor over there. Williams.
Micaiah Simmons going to be called with the blocking foul. Didn't like the call. Here's another look. That's a good call by the official as she continued to slide over.
Patience Williams going to come out of the game for Georgia State. Will both players come out? Cheyenne Holloman returns number 13 for Georgia State. They're going to trigger the inbound play here. Tolliver got a whistle. And that's going to be a foul call on Matthews. Coach Gene Hill can't believe it.
Not happy with this call. Illegal screen called on Mahogany Matthews. And the officials telling him, well, she kept moving, and Gene Hill is making the argument because she was pushing her. That's why she was backpedaling. Maybe a little makeup call from the block.
Maybe. Some interesting calls in the first half of this game. Firing away and missing that time. It was Leggett. Here's Holloman with it for Georgia State. 3 minutes to play until halftime. Matthews still in the game for those two personals. Tolliver driving. In traffic. Puts it up and in. Thought she could have got a foul call. Didn't get it.
Both teams need to be careful right now at how much they're talking to the officials.
Reaching in. Knocked the ball free. Memphis come away with it. We got a jump ball call. Possession arrow direction to Georgia State. Now Coach Gene Hill making his point. Mahogany Matthews going to come out of the game. Cara Rossini returns to Georgia State. Here's Coach Gene Hill still going on.
Well, you thought Michaela Tolliver got fouled on that last play to the basket.
Complains. Play goes on. 2:20 to go until halftime. Hampton with the basketball. Here's Holloman. Addy. Shot clock at 10. Henderson. Crossover dribble. Addy, catch, shoot. Not this time. Narcisse the rebound. Long pass ahead. McCaulfield didn't get it.
Okay, so let's go back. We're gonna go, like I said, we haven't shown up UMass Lowell at UAlbany in this low scoring first quarter. We're gonna go back to it here for now. For this first quarter of play here. And for this first half of play, not first quarter. But still, UAlbany leads 24-13 over UMass Lowell with just under 4 Alright, now we gotta fix
We're out of Charlottesville, Virginia.
That's where Rice can be very dangerous. She's athletic, she's long, she can take long strides, do that Euro step to get to the rim.
And we'll go to these kids' days until the first half. But we can bring in you on Tuxedo Corpus Christi at the Islanders game at home against Houston Christian 2. So, and we will times. So it's 24-15. UAlbany with the lead here on UMass Lowell. Just about the 3-minute mark.
Lindsay with a step over. And the foul. First bucket of the day for Abby Lindsay. She'll get a free throw to go with it.
Great job by Lindsay getting to the rim. She's a strong, talented guard. She's a lefty, so a lot of times you got to remind yourself which way she wants to go. There, she's going to her weaker hand, but still able to finish up above with that left hand.
20-point scorer in 2 games this season against San Jose and Bryant. Closing in on the 500-point mark for her career. Said just a sophomore. Kayla Cooper getting things organized with the left shoe. And now Lindsay will get the free throw. Battles it home. 24-18. Just this side of 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Tomasetti near side. Now Cooper. Drives inside. Got a little too deep there. Chima just into the game. Kind of helped push her under the basket a little bit. Chima, another one of those young players on this Riverhawks team, just a first year out of Toronto. Really seen a big increase in her playing time in the conference season. Shooting 47% in conference for Chima. Lindsay inside, creates some space there, can't get the lefty to go. Rattles around and goes off Casey Donovan last. It'll stay with the Riverhawks with 7 seconds to go. Erica Harriman signaled a reset of the shot clock, and now she's checking with Luis Gonzalez to make sure the ball did indeed hit the rim.
I think Lindsay's shot went over the rim. Might have nicked the backboard, but I don't think it hit the rim.
Good work by this officiating crew to see who had the best view and get it right. 7 seconds on the clock. Inside, taken away by Tomasetti. Herder lobs it over to Falcao as UAlbany gets into the forecourt. Cooper, top of the key, gets fouled by Kamarick. Second foul on Amina. Just 2 fouls on each team. A vast difference than the first quarter when we had 5 fouls on each team before we hit the media break.
I think this crew probably understood the physicality of both teams, wanted to set the tone, and now they're drawing it back a bit, which I appreciate.
And the teams figure it out too. Cooper back to Falcao. Falcao from 15. 3 seconds called on Cooper. She was in that painted area a little bit too long.
Riverhawks are
And now that is offensive 3 seconds called on Albany. So, I mean, obviously, playing at like 11 a.m. kids' days starts are kind of hard, because it's one of those things like, getting people, you're not in your routine, Typically, I mean, even if you play like games on Saturday, but typically it's on those days where, like, during the week you may have class, I mean, even so on the day of the game, you might have like less classes or like no classes, or maybe just a light class workload after the game. But still, you do have class. Still, it's kind of hard, getting in, having like an 11 a.m. game, getting it, getting out of the routine, especially like midweek, you know. And then we'll go part 3 here. We have VCU leading St. Louis 31-21. U Albany leading UMass 24-18, and it was 3-2 in that for a while there in that first quarter, or in the second quarter. But now it's 24-18, 7-0. 36-31 South Alabama leads Georgia State at the half, and UTEP was down 9 at the end of the first quarter, 24-15. After being down, they were up down 19-5 at one point in that first quarter. And then we have here Texas A&M Corpus Christi 13-8 over Houston Christian. So we'll go to St. Louis at VCU, then finish up the rest of that first quarter half. And then we'll go to Houston Christian at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Rest of the first quarter.